I was teasing that it really is about the givers and the takers. But because I feel like so much in life, and I see this with my coaching clients, I see it with my friends, there are people who are just natural givers that do a lot for other people. And there are people who are takers that take a lot from other people and expect and demand. And those two are usually in relationships with each other, but it causes a lot of problems. So the reason we titled it this is the boundaries is what I really want to talk about, because I feel like for people who are givers, there's a quote I heard, because y'all know I love a good quote. It's, if you're a giver, you have to have boundaries because the takers don't have any. You have to know your limits. So the whole discussion around, I'll say it again, bitches and boundaries has to do with the fact that a lot of times when we try to put boundaries in place, we're perceived as being bitchy. Why is that? Why is that, Miss Mendoza? Enlighten us.
I'm going to be a little State Farm. So State Farm, if you're listening, we'd love your sponsorship.
That's right. We will take it.
I
am a client.
The tagline of I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two.
That's not State Farm.
I thought it was.
It's Mayhem.
No.
I don't know. Anyway, proceed.
Now I don't know the actor's name.
Googling. Proceed.
You know the guy with the glasses. Okay.
No, yeah.
We'll have to look this up. But
I'm looking. I know.
Now we're going to have to look it up.
Proceed.
Distraction.
We're State Farm.
Known a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. Like a lot of the issues that I see, and including myself, when it comes to boundaries, is the way we deliver the boundary, the way we say the boundary.
Okay.
If you are wishy-washy on the boundary, it could be very unclear.
Right, so give us some examples there. What do you mean? So like with boundaries with friends and relationships, because I think there are personal boundaries, there are professional boundaries, and there are some, let's just say it, there are some boundaries that you guys should know that they are boundaries. But
that's
some people
true.
don't have common sense.
Yes. There's some that shouldn't even be discussed.
But what are you talking about?
I respect you as a person, but we're not going to talk about this.
Okay, so that's a fair one.
As an example.
Okay.
Maybe compared to, I don't really want to talk about that right now because then I've just left the door open. Like, well,
so
maybe I want to talk about it later. Yeah.
Well, wishy-washy language, I talk about that a lot with clients too, because I think we do it in a lot of aspects when we're not certain of what we want.
Yes.
Even in sales, I see it a ton in sales with some of the executives I coach. It's like, maybe we should do this, or if it's the wishy-washy words that we put in there that people think, what is that Dumb and Dumber quote? So you're saying I got a chance.
Yes.
So that's kind of what it is. It doesn't close the door. Yeah. So let's back up a little bit. Where do you think people fail to set boundaries the most? Like when I think about it, it's more like, I think it's in personal relationships. And I think this goes back to the givers and takers. It's, we all know y'all know, if you're listening, you know who the givers are. You know the people in your world, personally and professionally, that just do all things for all people. And I will guarantee you they're friggin' exhausted because they don't know how to say no.